Hello, Sag. Thanks for coming back to the Elephant Key for your June 2022 reading. June makes a year since I started this channel. I've got I've got under 300 subscribers, but I enjoy doing this. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead. If you don't want to, that's fine too. I just do this because I love it. So let's just jump right into your reading. Let's see here. I'm using the interactive cards. These are going to give us an indication of what kind of emotions you might be feeling for the month of June. So, without further ado, Sagittarius. All right, well, we had 3 cards come out. This card is really thinking back on memories, but not reminding yourself not to get so stuck in the past that you quit living. This person's in the dark, just rewatching reels and clips of the past. The box says good memories on the bottom, and there's a slash through it. Just kind of regurgitating mistakes or things in the past that you have regrets on. And this also, we have this card. This sees you in the spotlight. This is a comedian, and he's getting the response he wants from the audience. This is you being received. This is you getting good vibes from the people around you. This is being received well. This is you getting across exactly what it is that you're wanting to get across to people. You're being seen, you're being rewarded. And then this card. All types of feelings could probably come up when you see this, Sag. This is motherly, feeling very motherly. And then you've even got the birds and taking care of her babies. This is nurturing energy. This is that motherly compassion, empathy. Some of you could be having children or reflecting on your mother, reflecting on your own children. Let's jump right into tarot. All right, Sagittarius, what is the center point of the reading? The Magician in reverse. There might be something getting in the way of your manifesting here, Sag. You could feel stuck. Like the things that you're wanting to create or do, there could be all sorts of things that are getting in the way of that, situations, circumstances that are preventing you from doing what it is that you're wanting to do or creating what you want to create. Sorry, just moved my camera a little bit. Let's get some confirmation on this. Can I get some confirmation for this Magician, please? The Magician also alchemizes. You know, he's changes one thing into another thing. You could be getting, something could be getting in the way of a transformation that you're trying to accomplish. And it's confirmed by the 7 of Pentacles. When we see the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, it's seeds that have failed to germinate. It's plans that have failed to come to fruition. It's ideas that didn't take root. What is the conflict in this? What is conflicting this? What is the problem for Sag? What is the problem here for Sag? Strength in reverse. You could be feeling vulnerable. There's something that has created a weakness in this situation, a vulnerability. Feeling like you're not at your strongest or at your best right now. Please confirm the strength in reverse, please, for Sag. Sometimes this sees us feeling vulnerable or exposed, or you're just not in your full power, Sag. Confirmed by the Ace of Cups in reverse. Something that you thought was a new beginning for to pour. This is you having to pour into your own cup. You could be doing some shadow work or reflecting on some things that you thought were strengths that turned out to be weaknesses. And you're going to be finding yourself filling into your own cup. This is an opportunity for you to grow internally. And it does take a limit of exposure. It does take a moment of letting down your guard in order for you to grow internally. What is crowning you, Sag? What is the Fool in reverse? This is not wanting to start over. This is not wanting to start fresh. The Fool's mission is like haphazardly just pursuing a leap of faith, just going against the grain and jumping out there, devil may care attitude. And this is not what you're doing, Sag. This is you being very deliberate with your steps. This is you being very determined to do things in a specific type of way. Can I get some confirmation on the Fool in reverse, please, for Sag? Ten of Swords in reverse. Like, you've been bit before. You've been bit before, and you're not going to just jump in blindfolded. You are overcoming a terrible situation where you've been stabbed in the back, and you're just not willing to put yourself in a vulnerable position again. When we see this Magician being clogged up and not able to manifest, seeds not germinating that you've put in the ground, planted these seeds, it's because there is a vulnerability, and Sagittarius don't like, look, I know you said you do not like vulnerability. And this is, not wanting to give too much of yourself because you don't want to be vulnerable. And you're not taking a leap of faith because you have been burned before. And you're not signing up for that shit again. What is hidden? What can't you see? What is hidden? What's being hidden from Sag? The Empress in reverse. Can I get some confirmation on this Empress in reverse, please? Let's bring this all together for Sag. The Six of Wands in reverse. Justice underneath. You have truth and clarity with the Justice underneath. But what you can't see, the Empress is usually standing in her power. She encompasses the power of all three queens in the deck. She's perpetually pregnant, perpetually birthing things into life, birthing things into fruition, creation. With that compounded with the Six of Swords, or Six of Wands in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse is not being acknowledged, not being appreciated, not being seen, not being celebrated. What's being hidden is this internal struggle that you're having with yourself. And that's not going to be received very well by you, some of you Sagittariuses. Some of you are like, yeah, I know. I have issues of self-worth. I have issues with like some self-esteem stuff. But that's really what's going on here. You're either dealing with someone who has a really low sense of self-worth and doesn't feel acknowledged or appreciated, or that is your energy. I feel like what's being hidden is that you've dealt with situations or people where you have like raised them up, where you've put them on a pedestal and they turned out to be narcissists, and you wished to fuck you've never done that, because that it's like creating a monster, right? You could be dealing with a person who is hiding the fact that they're not sitting in their place of power or strength, and they are not feeling acknowledged. They don't want to be seen. Or that could be your energy, Sag, where you just want to keep things shoved down. You don't want to expose your power. You don't want to be seen. You kind of want to stay shoved down. Or you're dealing with someone who's exhibiting this. You could be, sometimes it's dangerous to be dealing with someone who has no self-worth or no self-esteem, who does not want to be seen or recognized for what's really going on. Because exposing those things can be really dangerous for a person. That's where the triggers are. That's where the ego is. That's what the ego is trying to protect. All right. Well then. The effects of the past, please. What are the effects of the past? The Devil. The effects of the past are, there's some deceptive energy. This can also be things that brought you passion, lustful things, indulging in things, overindulgence. This can also be feeling chained to a circumstance in the past that you didn't feel like you could get away from. The Devil is the definition of the ego in the shadow. It represents being imprisoned in your own thoughts, or imprisoned by other people's thoughts, living up to someone else's expectations. This could be deception or self-deception. Usually it's a deceptive situation, or things that are very lustful and passionate. You can get deceived by lustful things. What is the... Give me a little more insight on this Devil card, please. The Devil comes out, I swear. This has been happening to me a lot lately, where the card in the next deck will confirm the other deck. The Empress. So we see the Empress in reverse is what you can't see. feeling disempowered. But in the past, this devil energy did make you feel empowered. It made you feel creative. It made you feel like you could bring to life many things. These are things that you indulged in. I'm not sure how this resonates for you. It could be things that you had a passionate pursuit for brought you insane amounts of feeling like you could just take on the world. It could be a narcissistic relationship started out making you feel like you were put on a pedestal. Let's move on. What is going on in the near future for Sag? What's going on in the near future for Sagittarius, please? I'm not taking all that. Wow. 9 of Swords. Nine of Swords indicates being in your head. Things that keep you up at night, give you anxiety, things that you're stressing over. Feeling like you can't get a restful sleep. Swords indicate thinking. Things that are that you're struggling with in your mind as far as when it comes to the 9 of Swords. Overthinking something, regurgitating it in your head over and over again, like this card with the old memories. Let's get confirmation, please. Partnership. 2 of Cups indicates an agreement, a promise, a contract of commitment of some sort, and having a lot of anxiety over this. Why is Sag having so much anxiety over this partnership? Why is Sag having so much anxiety over this partnership, please? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Has something to do with time, energy, and resources. A missed opportunity to do something in regards to a financial matter or a use of your time, or maybe your tangible things, your resources. An agreement over something has really got you in your head here. And the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. Something that was supposed to be a collaboration, somebody's not wanting to work with you on that. They're not coming to some sort of agreement in terms of wanting to work together. Now you're seeing yourself as the Fool. You're seeing yourself as this person who is very, that's why you're feeling so uncomfortable in the crowning position where you have the Fool in reverse. Because Sag, you usually are this kind of free-spirited person who likes to take chances, who likes to think off the cuff. This is usually your energy where you're like, hey, let's do it. Let's try it. Let's go on a vacation. Let's go on the road. Let's take a road trip. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Can I get some confirmation on that? Maybe you feel like you took a leap of faith. Like, I tried it out, see if this was going to work. Confirmed by the Queen of Cups in reverse. Took a leap of faith and said, whoop, I'm reeling back my love now. This is self-love. You know, I kind of see that you see yourself as someone who is really taking a chance to learn all the things, taking a leap. You're leaping right into all the things that you can think of that's going to promote self-love, that's going to promote new growth for yourself, self-help, spiritual retreats, learning new spiritual habits. That's how you're seeing yourself. How are others seeing you? How are others seeing you? Oh, my deck is a whole ass mess right now. How are others seeing you? Three of Swords in reverse. They see you as healing from a third-party situation. They see you healing from a situation that hurt you. Confirmation, please. Knight of Cups. See you healing from a situation that was an opportunity of love. Or an opportunity of friendship or a relationship situation. It doesn't mean lovers. It could be family, friends, coworkers, healing from that situation. What are your hopes and fears, Sag? What are your hopes and fears? What are your hopes and fears, please? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Confirmation, please. Page of Pentacles in reverse usually indicates mixed messages when it comes to the material things. The way you spend your time, your stability, your groundedness. Having mixed messages. Not feeling grounded. Feeling like you're not understanding what is happening in the Tower in reverse. Your hopes and fears, Sag, is that you're not entering into a situation where you're just prolonging an inevitable Tower moment where everything crumbles to the ground. Where there is a sudden, swift change that creates total chaos in your life. You're really hoping that you're misunderstanding things because the fear is that you're going to get yourself into a situation where everything is a turmoil. You felt that in the past. You're not really interested in experiencing that again. What is the outcome? What is the outcome for Sagittarius? What is the outcome for Sagittarius? Three of Swords. Can I get some confirmation on that? Seven of Cups in reverse. Sag, I think that there is a situation in this outcome where we see the Three of Swords again, but it's upright. And the Three of Swords can indicate, again, third-party situations, but that can be drugs. It can be addiction. It can be overindulgence. It can be another person involved in your relationship. It can be things that are interfering with your relationship that bring you a lot of pain. It can be a person, place, or thing that causes grief or pain or heartache for you. And we also have the Seven of Cups in reverse. And on this card, you see we're dealing with the shadow of a person. So we're dealing with the ego of a person. And these cups indicate opportunities that you may have if it was upright. In the reverse, it can indicate illusions or someone's not offering things that are exactly what they appear to be. Can I please get a little more confirmation on this? Can I please get a little more confirmation on this for Sagittarius? It's like the offer that has been given to you is stained with all this third-party shit. So then it doesn't really feel like an opportunity at all. Confirmed by the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Judgment card. There's an unequal give and take here. There's a feeling of not wanting someone to hold something over your head because they did it for you, and feeling like that's what's happening. And the Judgment card is a resurrection of either an old person from your past, an old situation, an old behavior, an old pattern, or old circumstance. This can also, on a good note, be a calling that's being brought to your attention. But it is, Judgment usually is a resurrection, something coming back from the dead, an old situation or old dynamic. Feeling like someone is holding over your head something that they did for you. What's the best advice overall for Sagittarius, please? What's the best advice overall for Sagittarius, please? What's the best advice overall for Sagittarius? Four of Pentacles in reverse. This is, don't be so invested. Does that make sense? Don't be so invested in this thing. The Knight of Wands. You see, the Knight of Wands is rushing in with an opportunity. It's quick action, but the patterns on this Knight's garb is just really distracting. And he just kind of rushes in without thinking of the consequences or all the details of what has to be done. So be mindful of this. People that have quick pursuits and things that they want to do, you're being guided here to just not be so invested in that type of attitude. And also the Hierophant, tradition. Could be dealing with the Taurus. This is doing things traditionally the way you've always done them. A pattern. Holding fast to traditions. This could be family traditions. This could be, I'm feeling a lot of ancestry here. I'm feeling that there is probably a message received from a family about doing things traditionally, going your own road spiritually as far as tradition goes, reaching into your past and recognizing what it is traditionally that you're meant to do, sticking to that. It might not please other people, but that is your path. That's what you're called to do. And one more card for confirmation. Oh, I got two. The Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Fuck yes, exactly. This is Nine of Pentacles is gratitude. Ten of Pentacles is ancestral wealth. This could be ancestral wisdom being imparted on you. This is reminding yourself there is a hidden gem in something that your ancestors have done that is going to really be important this month of June. to really tap into that. I don't know if you've got Native American ancestry. This could be you going to powwows in your area. This could be you researching your specific tribe. This could be you researching back to if you have Spanish ancestry, Greek ancestry, Levant African ancestry. This is you going back to roots. This is you really feeling a part of your DNA. This is having gratitude for the people who came before you. This is finding power and strength in that. Confidence. Remembering who you are at the root of your being. All this shit going on, do not be so invested in it. Don't be so invested in an expected outcome of this. All right. That's what I have for you, Sag. That started getting a little intense there. I will be doing a mid-month reading, so check me out then. If you haven't liked and subscribed, go ahead. Leave a comment down below if it resonated. I appreciate all the support that I get from you guys. It really means a lot. You take care and have a great June.